not a walkthrough, playthrough, review, anything like that. It's just me playing the game badly so you can see what it looks like. Okay, this is Gran Turismo 7 and it has become something of a controversial subject, or a controversial game I should say, because of a couple of things. One is microtransactions. You can grind to get in-game credits. As you can see there, I've got 531,050 in-game credits. But you can also buy them with real money. I think that's what this is. No, that's not what that is. Top up on PlayStation Store. Guess what? I'm not going to do that because, well, many reasons. I just don't think you should. It does not sit well with me. It becomes pay to win or pay to buy the flash car. And where there were certain features on previous Gran Turismos, I don't know if it was Gran Turismo Sport or Gran Turismo 6, can't remember, where you could pay a small money to buy a fancy car. Now you've got to pay big money to buy a fancy car, something that would probably take you a long time to grind through the game to get enough in-game credits to get that car. £40 I think is the number that's being bandied about for some cars, or rather you have to spend 40. You don't use all of the credits you get with that, but the way they've done the banding, if you like, of what cars cost and what size bundles of credits you can get means you end up spending 40 quid to get a given car. And I just read yesterday about one of the rare cars that's like £120. No, absolutely not. I object to all that kind of crap. Gran Turismo 4, let's be honest, there were some cars in that were extremely hard to get and extremely expensive, and you had to grind for ages, and they were like the black cars that you had to do something really special to get hold of them. And I've never got them. But the other thing is always online. Even if you're just playing one player campaign mode, you're not playing against online players or anything, you've got to be online. And if you're not online, you can't play the game. And a couple of days ago, the Sony servers went down for 30 hours. So that game that you bought, paid real money for, that should be yours, for 30 hours you couldn't play it. Never mind that you only wanted to play campaign mode on your own, you know. Didn't want to do any of the online stuff, couldn't play it. That in itself is absolutely bloody appalling. But now think about this. Sony are talking about shutting down the servers for the PSP and the PS3 and whatever sooner or later, and that's going to happen with all consoles at some point. The servers will be shut down. So that game that you've spent real money for, that you think you own, maybe you've got the disc. Honestly, I didn't actually. I just downloaded it because I was too bloody impatient, and I had said I wasn't going to buy it, but then I did because Gran Turismo, and I'm a huge Gran Turismo fan, or I was. Yeah, there's going to come a time in the future where they're going to shut the servers down, and then either they're going to patch it so you can play it whilst not online. That's what they need to do. They must do. But what if you're not online when they patch it? You buy the disc years later as a retro purchase for your retro PS4, PS5. You can't play it because the patch, you know, long gone. It's wrong. It's absolutely wrong. Think of the person who spent that 120 quid on the super rare car and all of a sudden, nope, sorry mate, you can't play anymore. It's just wrong. Anyway, so all of that out of the way, my objections to certain features, just as a matter of principle, the game itself, what's it like? Honestly, it's Gran Turismo. The only notable difference between this and any other Gran Turismo is the way the events are presented. You don't have this cup and that cup and the other cup. You've still got to do the bloody licenses, which are a pain in the arse. But instead of doing this cup, that cup, or the other cup, you go to this cafe, and the cafe owner gives you a menu with like challenges. Go win yourself some BMWs. Or buy them, doesn't matter, collect these BMWs, and it's presented by Luca. Luca is the cafe owner, and there are other people who randomly talk to you. I don't like this. I much preferred having this cup, that cup, the other cup, whatever cup you like, go and race it if you've got the license for it, in any order you like. I don't want some floating head with text underneath telling me stuff. I didn't like it when storyline became a feature in racing games, and what was it, one of the Race Driver something or other I first played, I think, on the PSP, and Test Drive Unlimited 2, and there's like storyline and characters. No, I don't want any of that. I just want to go and race, thank you very much. So that annoys me. Wish they hadn't done it. Wasn't paying attention to any of what he said, but we go here because there's a yellow thing above it. And I guess you can go and do races that he hasn't told you to do. He doesn't specifically tell you which races you've got to do, but to collect the cars that he's told you to collect, because they're on your menu, you go to the places where there's that funny yellow blob. So, I mean, what have we got if we looked at Americas? We could do these races if we've got the license for them. But we're not going to, because we're going to go to Europe, and I'm not sure what, oh god, Nürburgring, the big Nürburgring. Okay, I like, oh, this is not going to go well. Okay, if we win here, or get first, second or third, we will get given a free gift car of some BMW. What is it, a 3 Series, an M3, don't know. Wasn't paying attention. Okay, so I haven't got a car that is valid for here. What cars have I... Okay, I can do it in that. We'll do it in that. I've got an M3, yay. Okay, this is probably not... I probably don't need to do this race because I've got the car that I would win already. But I like the Nürburgring, so we're going here. Turning down the brightness. Loading times quite long. I'm loading this from an external hard drive. On a PS4 Pro. So, you know, you're not going to get PS5 loading times here. You're not going to get anything comparable with the PS5. Honestly, graphically, it looks exactly the same as Gran Turismo Sport. Some of the weather is different, some of the lighting conditions are different. The driving is as appalling because it's me. Whoops, that's a barrier, try not to drive into it. Oh, okay. We're going this way. Yeah, but visually... Gran Turismo has been visually getting... It got sterile the moment it went high definition. Gran Turismo 4 on the PS2 I thought looked lovely. Gran Turismo 5 on the PS3, I was like, okay, that's higher resolution and clearer and everything. But it was sterile. And nothing has changed since then. It is always sterile. Now, I have seen videos where it's been criticised because the scenery does not compare with stuff like Forza Horizon 5, and let's be honest, it doesn't compare with Forza Horizon 4 either. I've got that on my PC. But part of that is we're on a racetrack, and all you're going to see scenery-wise is short grass, bit of mud, some buildings. It's a sterile setting. There is no room for really fancy foliage and stuff, you know, off the side of the track. It's going to look dull and boring because it's a racetrack and you're not barreling down some country lane with bushes, trees and dry stone walls and cactuses and stuff if you're playing on Forza 5. But that still doesn't negate the fact that it is sterile. And when I say sterile, I also mean boring. It is... Oops. It's technically impressive in what it can show you within the limits of, whoops, the hardware, I guess, but... other things look better. Oh, look at that, he's a bit duffed up. There's not much in the way of that. We're doing... this is the short circuit. Okay. The water effects are actually quite good, I must admit. Though, the resolution on the spray coming off of those cars is like way pixelated. It's actually... if you look at the spray coming off the back of those cars, it's kind of chunky. It's that... oh dear. Hey, we're doing this again. It's a bit like an old... whoops. Oops. I've seen effects like that on demo scene discs from the Commodore Amiga 1200 back in the day. I mean, okay, that's exaggerating. But the pixely, fat, chunky pixels, I mean, okay, we're not talking ZX81 size pixels here, but yeah, the spray coming off the back of the cars is not great. Totally low res. God, I'm playing abysmally. I almost certainly got the wrong tyres on. I think I'm on like soft or medium comfort tyres, or I don't even think I'm on sport tyres. I'm on nothing fancy at all, unless it automatically puts wet tyres on. I didn't put them on. But this is not to say I think it's a bad game. I don't. I am totally nitpicking. I'm playing like a dick, but that's because I'm concentrating on talking rather than playing the game. I am totally nitpicking. The physics are actually really good. The physics are an improvement, more so than the graphics. You can tell when you're racing in the wet, significantly. You can tell when you've put race tyres on, racing slicks. They're interesting. Because compared to, say, sports tyres, where they gradually lose grip and you start to drift wide, whoops, racing slicks, you go around a corner really fast, faster than you've gone previously on lesser tyres, and it's like grip, crash. They let go and they let go really quickly. And that's not something that I can say I ever noticed on an earlier Gran Turismo game. Oops. So the physics, I do think, are improved. Oops. No, I'm really not paying attention to what I'm doing racing-wise. That grass, actually, the off-track stuff, when you're going slowly like that, does look quite good. In terms of the detail, it's like you can tell the kind of soil and grass and gravel. You can see the details of it, which is pretty cool. But when you're going fast, you don't notice. Okay, well, we came fourth. Normally I would win, but normally I would be trying. Because you've got all the Gran Turismo things that you will know and love, like tuning your car up, and if you're kind of playing badly like I tend to. I'm actually not bad at these games, but anyway, you can tune your car up and just make it faster than everyone else's, and that's an easy way to win. The thing about this, quite literally, is it's Gran Turismo. It has everything we've come to know and love, or not love, about Gran Turismo. All the stuff that we have seen in the past, except the order that you go into the races, because this silly cafe thing. And the microtransaction nonsense. I don't want to go there again. Let's go here. Again, we're not going to do great because we're in a... I haven't done anything to this car. Can we change what tyres have we got on it? Sports hard. Well, no wonder I didn't do well. Yeah, I haven't got any I haven't got any other tyres. So if it's raining here, we're stuffed. So, given that it is Gran Turismo, it adds nothing to any previous Gran Turismo game we have played already, other than the way, the order that you come to the races. You've got lots of tracks, you've got lots of cars. It can potentially play in higher definition than, say, Gran Turismo 6. But is it fun? Actually, yeah. I'll tell you what this game is. It's your old security blanket. You're a 5-year-old. You're going to school and you won't go without your blanket, and your mum is like, no, you can't take that to school with you, but you're keeping hold of your blankie whether you're supposed to or not, and you drag it around school and you get laughed at. This is not speaking from experience, just in case you're wondering. But that's what it is. It's a security blanket. It's like, here we are, we've got a new generation of consoles with all their fancy capabilities. We got to have a Gran Turismo, haven't we? Got to buy it, got to have Gran Turismo in our collection. And it's exactly what we've come to expect, and it feels comfortable. That's what this game is. It's comfortable. And if you could ignore the bullshit with the microtransactions and the always online, ludicrous, idiotic, there's just no excuse for it. There's no reason for it that I can think of, other than they're afraid of piracy. But God, it's tons of humongous, great big gigabytes. Is piracy going to be it probably is, actually, for people with really fast broadband. I don't have that, but no. I cannot say I enjoy this any more than Gran Turismo 6. I like Gran Turismo 6 more than Gran Turismo 5 just because it's bigger. That game was still sterile. This game is still sterile. It looks a little bit better, but so what? It doesn't play... The physics are a little bit better, but it's not more enjoyable than Gran Turismo 6. So, if it isn't... And if you've got a PS3, is there any good reason to buy this? Other than you really want to play it on your new hardware. I don't know where I'm going. Yeah, unless you absolutely positively got to have a Gran Turismo on your new hardware and aren't just happy to play Gran Turismo 6 on the PS3, there's no reason to buy this. And especially with all the microtransaction and always online bullshit. It's just a security blanket, and it's nothing more. Slightly nicer graphics. I mean, they'll look better than this on the PS5. Better physics. Weird, stupid characters in the menus, and they dictate what order you go for stuff to a degree. But really, I'll tell you what, I've had this game for, well, I bought it on the day it came out. And as you can probably, if you're familiar with it, I haven't played it a lot. You know, I've got 500,000 credits, but that didn't take an awful lot of playing. I haven't bought any cars. All the cars I've got I won. And what this game does not do, the earlier Gran Turismos did, is excite me. I don't get home from work and think, gotta play Gran Turismo. I remember when I got Gran Turismo 2 and 3 and 4, I'd come home from work and the first thing I did was turn on my PlayStation and go and play Gran Turismo for a couple of hours. Or if it was my day off, all day. Now, not only do I not rush home and think, gotta play Gran Turismo, honestly, I don't even think about it. The thought does not cross my mind. And that says a lot about it when I have been a Gran Turismo fanboy for a long time, and my long-time viewers will know that. This game is comfort blanket, and most of the time I just don't care. I mean, there is an element of that with a lot of gaming for me at the moment. I think I've got old and turned into a boring old fart. But this game, I just don't care. I'll say it again rather. It's just a comfort blanket. It's like, if you gotta have it on your latest generation console, fine. You're being ripped off, but you know, it's your choice. Oops. Sorry about that. That is a normal Steve Benway move. If he's going to go slow, I'm going to hit him. And we're on the final. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Yeah. I play better than this. I really do. I'm just dicking about because I'm talking and not paying attention to the track and where the break points are and stuff like that. So, I mean, this game has got the worst ever score a Gran Turismo game has had in Metacritic, like ever. Both the reviewers and the users have panned it. That's largely because of the whole server went down thing. But my opinion of this is not really about that server business. Yes, it colours my opinion and I think it's outrageous, but I'm really talking about this as a game. And it does come down to the fact that it's no better than Gran Turismo 6. It looks a little bit better, the physics are a little bit better, that's it. There's just no reason to own it other than you want a Gran Turismo on your new console. Security blanket. 60 quid? Yeah. Get a second-hand PS3 and an old copy of Gran Turismo 6 and you'll have just as much fun. That'll do. Thank you for watching.
Not without a knighthood. Not a chance. Anyway, Benway who? Oh. You lot. Hello? What? Oh. Please subscribe. Thank you. Can I go now?